Today at the Piney Woods Homestead, we're picking pumpkins. Well, good morning y'all and welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead. This is Matthew. Today we got to get out here in this pumpkin patch and see just how good we did at raising pumpkins this year. I'm hoping it was a success and not a failure. We're going to find out together for sure this morning. Got to get all this electric wire pulled out that's helped keep the deer out of the garden this year, and get all these vines pulled out and taken care of so I can come back in here and put a food plot in that's going to give the deer a little bit of forage this winter and provide us with something to turn under into the soil next spring for our new garden spot down here. Guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us for a little bit today. Let's get to it. First thing I got to do is get this electric fence down. I grabbed hold of it a second ago just making sure I had it off. I couldn't see the little light blinking. It's kind of hard to see on this little energizer. Fortunately it was off, but I got 3 strands here. I'm going to pull out of the way just so I ain't tripping over this mess trying to get pumpkins out. Might be easier said than done. But we'll get it. That's a pretty little pumpkin. It's a fairy tale. So here's what we're hoping to pull out of here. Several of these fairy tale pumpkins. This is kind of a average size one. There'll be some bigger ones. Hopefully we'll have a decent little bit to pull out of here. Okay. Pumpkin number 2.
Throw that one in the woods.
Rotten.
Yeah.
And there's what happens, y'all. You ain't gonna get every pumpkin out of the patch. Now that's a nice pumpkin.
This was the biggest and best fairy tale we had.
Hold it up. Look at that. That's probably a 15-pound pumpkin.
Oh, probably more than that. Here's our whopping mama.
Another nice fairy tale.
And these will finish turning in my shop. They're almost completely turned, but they'll finish curing in there and completely turn this color. And that one's good.
Alright, start looking. Y'all, we still got loads of jalapenos out here too. We just couldn't get to them because the pumpkins have grown up so much. But we've got so many jalapenos put up. It ain't gonna make no point in keeping these few we got out here now. I ate so many last night that it took me a little while to get out here and get to work this morning, if you know what I mean.
The pumpkins we had the least plants of have the most pumpkins.
The what now?
The pumpkins that we planted the least of have the most pumpkins.
The Cherokee Tans. Well, that lets us know that if we want to put up food, Cherokee Tans is what we need to be planting.
Because I've already picked about 8 of them.
More jalapenos.
think that's it.
Well, what do you think so far to 2021 pumpkin harvest?
Well, my most successful, but we did learn that mammoths, which was our giant jack-o'-lanterns, do not grow well in the south due to the humidity. Not sure what happened with the fairy tale. The Cherokee Tan we had the least of, and they keep producing and keep on and keep on. So if you want a heavy bearing pumpkin, Cherokee Tan is the way to go.
Right there's your mini mammoth gold. Not so mammoth, is it? Rosie will love it. Yeah, Rosie will like that. Y'all, we figured while we're down here, it's a good time to go ahead and get out all the tomato cages, the stakes we put up to trellis, did old Florida weave on tomato plants and peppers. Get all that stuff out so I can get the tractor in here and get all of these vines pulled up to one spot so we can get them burned as soon as they dry down. We want to burn them because any kind of pests that have been living in them, squash bugs, pumpkin beetles, Mexican beetles, didn't know there was such a thing, but apparently they are. We got a bunch of them, y'all. We're gonna burn all that down so that it can't reproduce as well come spring in our new garden. Throw them over yonder out of the way. Cut the string.
Here is your Mexican beetle.
Huh.
See, they're all, that's what's all over them.
I don't like the Mexican beetle.
This is a Mexican beetle. They love squash, pumpkins especially, and they're easy to kill, but they're hard to get rid of.
Yeah, this is a jungle. Tomato plants make me itch.
Can we do them? Because they don't bother me.
Trying to stay away from them.
Red tomatoes for the chicken.
They'll eat it. Lord. I prefer it. Get it wrapped all up in the tractor. drag it all down there. Get burnt. Oh, goodness.
Here, it's all cleaned up there.
Oop. Might be better to pull the plant out first. If you're going to grow pumpkins, beware. They will take over everything in your garden. Next year we're going to pick a little bit better spot away from the main garden down here. Plant pumpkins if we plant pumpkins. Right here, y'all's my scarecrow that I made this year. All I did was take a whole tomato stake, dropped it down in the ground, hung some trash bags from it, and the bag that the semen came in for Rosie when we AI'd her. It worked out pretty good. Scary enough, I guess. We can burn that now. And here come the babies. What are you eating? Rosie loves pumpkins. Your baby gonna get in here and get them a little bit.
Hey, these.
All right, y'all, you're looking at 2021 pumpkin harvest. Not a big harvest, but we did better than we actually thought we would. It's been so hot and humid this summer. We ended up with 26 Cherokee Tan pumpkins. Lisa had pulled some a couple of weeks ago to let them cure in her shop. We ended up with about 8 or 9 fairy tale pumpkins. Some of them rotted on the vine. We had a lot of rain, y'all, a bunch of rain. Just 2 inches the other night, overnight. So easy for pumpkins to rot in this climate. A couple of nice marigold, mammoth golds that are showing off on the front porch up there for decoration. But Lisa's going to tell you how she cured these pumpkins.
So traditionally, you want to let them completely cure on the vine and turn this color. Ahead of the heavy rains that we had a week or so ago, I went ahead and pulled some that were like this, already starting to turn. This one was the same way, just starting to turn, and put them in my shop in a windowsill. Have a lot of windows in there. We keep it at 67 in there because we store our feed, and it will help eventually completely turn them to where the Cherokee Tan is tan, and the fairy tale has, like, this is the natural look of them, is like a milky and splotchy color. So that's what we'll do with all these, is put them in there and put them in the window, keep them turned every so often, and hopefully all of them will do good turning.
I hope so. We'll have a whole lot more pumpkin to can and freeze than you realize. But we'll have some fresh pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. And I like pumpkin pie, so that's going to come in handy. We'll get all these pumpkins put up, and I'll hop on the tractor and go down there and pull them vines out, because I got to get it ready for a cover crop. Well, y'all, I appreciate you spending just a little bit of time with us today at the Piney Woods Homestead. As we got in here and harvested our pumpkins, showed you how I pull them out with the tractor. Just makes it a whole lot easier on yourself than getting out here by hand and doing every bit of it. And I even uncovered a couple more of these Cherokee Tan pumpkins. Lisa will be excited about that. But guys, if you've subscribed to the channel, we appreciate you very much. If you hadn't, hit that old subscribe button. We'd love to have you back. Hit that like button on the way out your door too. That'll help us a whole lot. Y'all, we love living this way, and we hope to be an inspiration to you as well to live this way if it's something you choose to do. And if not, we just hope you enjoy watching us down here in the heart of the Uwharrie Mountains. Y'all have a great day, a great week. We'll catch you on the next video.